Imagine this. You're driving down a quiet road, sipping your coffee, thinking life's under control, when suddenly everything crashes. Your world spins, your heart stops, and you're face to face with eternity. That's what happened to me, Jessica Brown, a small-town teacher from Ohio. I was dead, clinically gone for nearly 9 minutes after a brutal car accident. But what I saw in those minutes, it wasn't just lights or a tunnel. I stood before Jesus Christ himself, and he unveiled secrets so profound, so urgent, that your soul needs to hear them. We're talking about what's coming right now in your lifetime, before his return. If you're feeling lost, spiritually dry, or like the world spinning out of control, this is no accident you're here. Stick with me, because what I'm about to share will shake you awake and light a fire in your faith faster than you can imagine. Oh, and real quick, welcome to Blessed Horizons. I've noticed so many of you amazing viewers watch these videos but haven't hit that subscribe button yet. Don't miss out. Click it now, join this journey, and let's uncover these divine truths together. You won't want to miss what's next. Trust me, it's too big to skip. Picture that icy January morning with me. The frost sparkled outside my window as I sipped my coffee, the stillness of the house wrapping around me like a blanket. I was just a teacher heading to work. Nothing special, right? But God doesn't need special. He needs willing. As I drove, the Christian radio hummed softly, and I felt this quiet peace until chaos hit. A massive SUV barreled through a red light, smashing into my car. Glass flew like shards of a broken life. Metal screamed, and in one shattering moment, my chest burned, then went silent. I was slipping away, watching paramedics rush toward me like shadows behind a veil. Then blackness swallowed me whole. But here's the sacred truth. When my heart stopped, my spirit woke up. I wasn't gone. I was alive in a way I'd never known, pulled upward by a force stronger than death itself. Psalm 23:4 says, "Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me." That wasn't just a verse that day, it was my reality. Think about your own life for a second. Ever had a moment where everything flipped upside down? Maybe it wasn't a crash, but a heartbreak, a loss, a fear that gripped you. That's where God steps in, not when you're perfect, but when you're broken. What I found on the other side wasn't judgment or emptiness. It was a glimpse of eternity waiting to pull us closer to him. And trust me, what came next only gets wilder. Now imagine this. I'm weightless, floating in a darkness so thick it's like the world never knew light. No arms, no legs, no body, just me, my thoughts, and a stillness that should have scared me but didn't. It wasn't sleep, it was awareness, sharper than ever. Then a flicker, a tiny spark in the void, moving toward me. My heart, or whatever was, left of it leapt. That spark grew into a figure, radiating love so pure, it melted every fear I'd ever carried. When he touched me, I wasn't just pulled forward, I was reborn. The darkness exploded into light, and suddenly I felt whole again. Not my old, fragile self, but a spiritual me, alive in his presence. John 8:12 hit me like a thunderbolt. I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. That wasn't a metaphor. It was him, standing there pulling me out of the abyss. You felt that darkness too, haven't you? Maybe not in a near-death moment, but in those quiet nights when doubt creeps in, when you wonder if God's even listening. Here's the secret. He's closer than you think. That light I saw, it's not just for me, it's for you, waiting to break through. Picture yourself reaching for it. Maybe tonight in prayer, just whispering his name. What I saw next showed me why that matters more than you'll ever guess. There, I was, standing in a place that wasn't earth, wasn't heaven, just a vast living darkness pressing against me like it wanted to crawl inside my soul. Whispers started, soft at first, then roaring, accusing me, dragging up every mistake I'd ever made. That time, I snapped at a student, the doubts I hid in my prayers, the moments I chose Netflix over God's word, all of it thrown in my face. I couldn't escape. I had no hands to shield myself, no voice to fight back. Fear choked me, cold and heavy, until a crack of light split the dark. It widened into a doorway, and he stepped through, Jesus, radiant, unstoppable. The voices vanished, the darkness ran like a coward, and his presence filled everything. "Jessica," he said, his voice like a river of peace flowing through me, "you are not done." Tears poured from my spirit as he touched my face, healing wounds I didn't even know I carried. Matthew 11:28 whispered in my heart, "Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." I wasn't just resting, I was known, loved beyond measure. Think about your own burdens for a moment. What's weighing you down? Guilt, shame, that thing you can't let go. Jesus sees it all, and he's not here to condemn you. He's here to lift it off. Try this. Tonight, sit quietly. Picture him stepping into your darkness, and just say, "Lord, take it." What he showed me next wasn't just about me. It's about where this world's headed, and it's closer than you think. Suddenly, we're above the earth, me, and Jesus, watching it spin like a fragile jewel in the cosmos. He pointed to the horizon, his voice steady but urgent. "What you're about to see is what must come to pass before I return." The planet blurred, time folding like a scroll, and I saw it. A web of light pulsing through the atmosphere, threads of lives woven together. Some glowed bright, tight with faith, others frayed, dim with despair. "This is the flow of time," he said, showing me a mother praying centuries ago, her words rippling. "Forward to shield her family today." Then a man, bitter and silent, his thread unraveling, dragging others into shadow. "Time isn't a line," Jesus explained. "It's one eternal moment, and your prayers touch it all." James 5:16 flashed in my soul. "The prayer of a righteous person has great power as it is working." I saw it. Prayer wasn't just words. It was a force, bending history itself. You've got that power too, you know. Ever thought your little "help me, Lord" doesn't matter? It does, more than you can imagine. Next time you're on your knees, picture your words as light, weaving into God's plan, touching lives you'll never meet. But what Jesus revealed next, it's why the enemy's so desperate to shut that down, and it's already starting. Then I'm on earth again, but it's not the earth I knew. Smoke chokes the sky, buildings lie in ruins, and people scream as the ground trembles. It's chaos, governments toppling, riots exploding, tanks rumbling through streets, nature's gone wild. 2. Earthquakes tear cities apart, waves swallow coastlines, fires devour everything green, famine grips the world, parents weep over empty plates, diseases spread like wildfire. Worse, a spiritual darkness creeps in. Churches stand empty, false prophets peddle lies, and people bow to screens instead of God. I saw it. Shadowy figures, demons, slithering through the mess, twisting minds, fueling hate. Revelation 12:12 echoed in me. The devil has come down to you in great wrath, because he knows. His time is short. This wasn't a maybe. It was coming, locked in motion by humanity's choices. But here's the hope. Amidst the ashes, I saw light, tiny, stubborn flickers. People praying in homes, in secret, their words building shields angels guarded. You can be that light too. When chaos hits, maybe a job loss, a family fight, drop to your knees, claim Psalm 91. He will cover you with his feathers. That's not just poetry. It's your weapon. What Jesus showed me next, it's the battle behind it all, and it's raging right now. Now I'm in a battlefield unlike anything on earth, dimensions colliding, light and shadow warring across the sky. Angels blaze like stars, swords flashing, cutting through darkness. Demons snarl, clawing at the light, their eyes hollow with rage. But it's not just them. People are here too. Believers stand firm, hands raised, beams of prayer fueling the angels' fight. Others stumble, deceived, their faces blank as they unknowingly aid the dark. At the edge, a towering shadow looms, the enemy, orchestrating it all, grinning when faith falters. Ephesians 6:12 hit me hard. We do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against the rulers of the darkness of this world. This wasn't future, it was now, the real war behind every headline, every heartbreak. You're in this fight too, whether you feel it or not. That distraction pulling you from prayer, that doubt whispering you're alone. It's the enemy's move. Fight back, grab a friend, pray together, watch the light multiply. Picture it like this: your Lord help us links arms with heaven's army. What Jesus said next made it clear. This war's heating up, and we've got a part to play. The scene shifts, and I see believers scattered across the globe, ordinary folks like you and me, fighting not with fists but with faith. An old woman prays at her kitchen table, an angel guarding her home. A boy whispers a prayer for his dad, light streaking across town to touch a broken heart. Secret gatherings. Huddle in basements, their whispered worship weaving networks of light underground. These are my faithful, Jesus said, his voice warm with pride. But the enemy hits hard, mockery, arrests, even death, but their light doesn't fade, it blazes brighter. Matthew 5:11-12 rang true. Blessed are you when others revile you. Your reward is great in heaven. I saw it. Prayers cracking the darkness, miracles breaking through, from healed bodies to open doors. You're called to this too, feeling battered by life. Pray anyway, over your kids, your job, that neighbor who drives you nuts. Try this. Speak Psalm 23 over them. Watch God move. Your faith's a weapon, and Jesus showed me next why the enemy's so scared of it, and what's still to come. Then the sky splits, trumpets roar, light floods the earth, and there he is, Jesus on a white horse, eyes like fire, his robe blazing. Angels stream behind him, swords drawn, as believers rise, transformed into light. The darkness shrieks, demons scatter, and the enemy stands alone, trembling. Revelation 19:11 thundered in my spirit. He is called faithful and true, and in righteousness he judges and makes war. A wave of his hand wipes out the shadows. People kneel, some in awe, others in terror. The faithful soar, faces glowing with joy, while Jesus says, I never knew you, to those who turned away. The earth bows, reborn, skies clear, waters dance, peace reigns. The King has returned, a voice declares. That's your future, friend. His return's not a fairy tale. It's a promise. Live ready, love that grumpy coworker, forgive the unforgivable, pray like it's your last breath, picture it. Your faithfulness now lights your way then. What Jesus showed me last, it's the forever waiting for those who hold fast. Now the earth transforms before my eyes, ruins fade, grass springs up, oceans shimmer like glass. The air's sweet, mountains rise whole, animals roam in peace. The faithful gather, radiant in white, perfect and whole. Families reunite, tears of joy flowing. Jesus stands at the center, light pouring from him, and cities rise, gleaming with gold, free of greed or pain. He leads me to the tree of life, its leaves glowing, and I touch one. Energy surges, death gone forever. This is the kingdom I promised, he says, smiling. Revelation 21:4 washes over me. He will wipe away every tear. Death shall be no more. It's not just a place, it's home, how it was meant to be. You're made for this too. That ache for something more? It's God calling you there. Start now. Share a meal with someone lonely. Pray over your day. Taste that peace. But then Jesus turned to me, and what he said next sent me back with a mission you're part of too. His eyes soften, but there's a weight in them. You must return, Jesus says, and my spirit sinks. I don't want to leave this perfection. The world needs to know what's coming, he tells me. Why me? I ask, trembling. Because you'll speak the truth, he replies, touching my face. Suddenly, I'm pulled back, light fades, angel songs dim, and I crash into my body. Beeping fills my ears, disinfectant stings my nose, and my chest burns as I gasp awake. "She's back!" a nurse yells. 9 minutes dead, they say, a miracle they can't explain. But I know he sent me back with a fire in my soul and a message for you. Luke 12:48 whispers, "To whom much is given, much will be required." I saw it all. Judgment, glory, the fight ahead. And I'm here to share it. You've got a call too. Ever felt a nudge? To speak up, to pray bolder? That's him. Try this. Tell someone today God's got you and see what happens. What I learned in those 9 minutes? It's urgent, and it's unfolding now, starting with us. So here we are, 9 minutes of eternity burned into my soul, and it all comes down to this. The clock's ticking, the battle's raging, and Jesus is calling you to rise. This isn't just my story. It's yours, a wake-up call to pray, to stand, to shine before he splits that sky. What's one thing you'll do today to light up the dark? Forgive someone, pray for a stranger, drop it in the comments. I'm dying to hear. If this hit you, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell. Don't miss what's next. It's too vital to skip. Share this with someone who needs it. Let's spread this fire. Watch the next video popping up now, How Prayer Shifts Eternity, and keep the journey going. See you soon, friends. Stay blessed.